Hey everybody, this is Pixis Designs. Wanted to show off a custom, and I think I went over a couple of the updates in a previous video, but now I can't remember. That's what happens. Life and all. I know I went over my Snowcat version a couple weeks ago. But I have not gone over a quick update. I was playing with TPU treads to get rid of my print-in-place plastic ones. These right here. I have not always been keen on these. I was definitely looking at ways to do this whole setup better. If not for anything, just for longevity of the actual vehicle itself. And before I go any further, I would like to stress that I'm going to try my hardest not to say a lot. My wife looked at me and was fixing to start a drinking game. Probably was going to get plastered as many times as I was saying So if there's a pause, I'm going to try and not say that nasty two-letter word. So, okay, back to the beginning. Snowcat. I have been playing around with TPU, and I finally got it nailed down. I have been updating, blowing up my other side of my social media, the Instagrams, and maybe partially Facebook, about finally getting this task completed. It's a checkbox that I can finally move along and try and make this as legit a working tank as much as I can, aside from dang it, don't drink, no shots. Not making this an RC type item, so everything is there. You got the acrylic windscreen, the TPU flexible treads. I'm so happy the way this turned out, especially the way that I have to print it. It still comes out great. I have made some slight modifications to the back of the bed for this too. Don't take a shot. To place the toolboxes so as you know they don't move around as much. Not like you're going to be playing with this in your backyard anyways, but if you could, you know, it's not going to move around when you try to move this thing around itself. My newest custom, let me push this out of the way here. I mean, I really would not call it exactly a custom, but it's the colors. Don't take a shot. I'm really trying my hardest here. This is really hard. I have added a plug to this so that you can utilize this setup without the canopy. So all you gotta do is just pop this thing out and then put this little plug in. I guess you could probably put it inside that little toolbox. And that way you can almost mimic back to the whole Wolverine style where it's an open canopy and make it look all Wolverine-y, I guess. Red missiles versus the yellow missiles. I may get drunk after this. Same only panels, of course everything is inverse, you know, black and tan. And I've actually added, since my original Snowcat modifications, I have extended this foot peg out much further. That way they're not, you know, tippy-toeing way over here. They actually have a decent foot plant for the action figures. Oh yeah, and I added guns too. Of course, that was not on, that was not on the Snowcat. So I've added the Snowcat top weapons, the extended footpath. This will be shipped with butt toolboxes and the molly panels. and the guns. That's why this version is so much more expensive, just because there's so much more that has to be printed up. Obviously, it is definitely a much more robust looking tank, and it just takes a lot more time to print as well. Man, that is, I love that color. I need to start buying more of this filament. And yes, for the folks out there, I've been getting, since the day one I started making this Ripsaw, I've had many questions about making this an actual RC. This thing's already so expensive as what it is, you know, being handmade the way it is. I cannot fathom adding another, you know, $100 worth of electronics to this. A whole complete redesign on the whole chassis, because right now I just run little plastic pegs on this. The whole section here would have to be redesigned. It would just be a mess trying to get this to actually be an RC vehicle. Plus it'd have to actually have shocks. And that's just not something that I really want to get into as much as I want to, and as much as people have been asking me to make this an RC version. It just would not be very cost effective for me to do that. So it's a pipe dream. This thing would have to be sold for like $600, $500, and ain't nobody going to be doing that for something that's 3D printed like this. So I hate to bring the side face for all that. So anyways, yes, so this is, I wanted to do a quick video on this today because it's fixing to go to its customer along with a few other items. And I always enjoy the way these, this color scheme always comes out. You know, I love the Snowcat version, the white and the black, just because it's just so gorgeous. But I think aside from the green, this is my second top one, with the Snowcat being the first one, just the way it prints. This filament is amazing the way it also prints. It's kind of almost a matte color. It is, I don't have, we'll pause it real quick. For those that do 3D printing out there and would like to, no shot, would like to use this to print with, it is a Polymaker Polylite PLA Pro. And it is Army Beige. I don't know if it can get in on that very well. Yeah. Army Beige. Fantastic color. Prints amazing. And it's very, just really solid the way it, you know, it feels whenever you print it. I wish the eSun, ESUN, by the way, the eSun olive green printed as well as what this does print. No stringing. Anyways, aside from that, let me move these out of the way and go over something that I will be putting on my shop very soon, especially now that I got the material for it. The weapons crates. There's actually supposed to be a hand string that comes in through here. That's quite the process, so not something you'll be seeing right here. But it will come with some strings for your characters actually hold. They do open up, and there you can store a lot of stuff in here. Currently I don't have any weapons in here to be able to show off how much it stores away. I could probably put Baroness in here and it would be a small bathtub. That's about how big it is. So I will be making these in the Joe symbols and the Cobra symbols. They can be customized to say whatever you want. I will have that option there. There'll be a bit of a uptick in price for customized ones just because the extra work needed to make them customized. They do stack up on top of each other just fine due to them being offset on the top and the bottom. And for the final piece, I have back crates. with your favorite Cobra Industry logo, Arbco. I was going to have better words for that, but I've already completely forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, so there is a see-through. You can choose what color you want. You can have clear, orange, red, blue, green to go in there. It does open up. And there is your bat. There is a spot to put his appendages on the very end. So this will should actually work for the Arctic bat as well, because there's space over here for the chainsaw. And I think it only comes with 2 accessories and a hand versus 3 accessories for this one. There is a spot for the backpack to go onto, and up in the corner up here will go his chest plates. On the back side of it, I will be putting kind of like a fluffy mesh, I'm not sure what this is called, kind of like a packing material type stuff that he would be coming with. So yeah, that'll be going to my store. This price of this, there is quite a build up on it. They take a little bit to laser up. Probably somewhere in the 30 range. I mean, it's a pretty big item to begin with. Shipping for this would probably be around $6 or $7, possibly 10, just depends on where you're at. And these also come with the drawstrings on each side as well. And if you want, this can also be customized for whatever you want to say too. Obviously, a tick on the price. Now I know some of you will only be buying one of these, not multiples, so I don't expect anybody to be trying to buy like 5 or 6 of these. It'd be pretty cool having a truck with all the back crates coming in. Hey Destro, your reinforcements have come in on this big truck. Man, possibly a tank. You can possibly put all these in the tank. Actually, I had to check real quick, see if this fits. Oh no, it's too small. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, no, probably wouldn't even fit that way either. Sorry. Will not work with the tank. But yeah, weapons crates will be going up on my shop for about, I'm probably going to say between 12 and 15 bucks a piece. Maybe an additional $4 for customizing, $4 or $5. And again, the weapon or the back crates will be going on the store for 30. I finally got about 20 sheets to be able to cut these out. I can get 3 weapons crates to 1 sheet and 1 back crate to 1 sheet, so I'm probably not going to have very many on the shop front initially, just so that I can see if these sell or not, and whether or not I need to reduce the price. I don't know. Great thing is I get to make that decision. So that is it. Let me disconnect the do a quick close-up of this, just because I know you all love to see all things Ripsaw. There's a little trigger there with the molly panels. And let's do a little close-up of the back crate. I got this newfangled laser that I can make stuff with, so this, aside from the acrylic window pieces, is really the only idea that I can come up with for making stuff. So if you have ideas on things that you could possibly want to see as far as Maybe weapons crates go, boxes go. Leave me a comment down below just so I can have a general idea of what people could be possibly looking for down there. Because I'm getting to the point where I can make most anything. I mean, I'm trying to make my life easier by actually making a jig system to be able to glue these things up, because putting these together was a real pain in the butt. So I decided to 3D print up a kind of a fixture so I can, you know, keep everything together while everything is gluing. So this is pretty cool the way it all came together. I can make things, it's pretty neat. Obviously not glued together, but that's how it's going to work. Pretty solid. Okay, yep, that's it. This is Pixis Designs signing out.